This is Roger Barrett from Petersham Pipes introducing the new Ayrshire E Pipe, which is a different model from the one we had a couple of years ago. In fact, it bears no relation whatever. This is a proper Sub Ohm 50 watt pipe. This is the contents of the box. Hopefully you can see that. You get the bowl, a spare glass, a tank with a coil in it, a stem, a spare stem, a USB charger, a spare coil and some spare washers. So this is an automatic pipe, and what that means is one Blue Peter style I did before, and what that means is that all you have to do is inhale. And it is produces quite a lot of vapor because it's a Sub Ohm thing. This liquid that I'm using is our standard liquid, which I think is 50-50, which doesn't produce a huge amount of smoke, but enough for most people. So again, the components are, this is the bowl, which has the battery built into it. It's a 900 milliamp battery, which for all intents and purposes is 1 amp hour. There's the place where you put the USB cord, which is supplied, and then it goes into any USB socket. This is a tank, and this is a stem. Now to change the coil or refill it, you take off this, and then holding on to the glass, you screw the top off. It's a bit tight, so I'll use a cloth. Okay, that's very tight, so I'll come to one that I've done before. These are the components of the coil, and each of them, of the tank, and they're all important. This is the top, to which the stem attaches. This is the half ohm coil. This is the cap, which needs to be screwed onto the coil. The coil screws in to the base. And very importantly, there's a washer here. I don't know if you can see that. I've done some separate photographs that I'll put below this video, but that washer is very important, and it's the same as the replacement washers which are in the tank. But if that goes, or if you lose that, the thing will leak. So that then goes on there. We fill it. You can fill it really quite high because now, very importantly, if this is the first time you're doing it, you've got to let the liquid soak in, because if you don't, that 1 amp hour is quite a lot of power, and it'll just burn the cotton, and it'll taste disgusting. And you'll only be able to get rid of that taste by completely cleaning the tank, throwing away the coil and replacing it, and then starting again. So now we've screwed this on to the top here. Oh, what I should have showed you, again, I don't know if you can see it on the video, but they're pictures below. There's a washer there. Difficult to see it because it's kind of clear. But that's very important that that washer is there, and if it's not, again, it'll leak. But if the washers are there and you screw it home tight, it shouldn't leak. Then you want to give it a bit of a wipe with a cloth, unless you like having this liquid on your hands and clothes. And that is to be set aside for say 10 minutes, let it all soak in. So here's one we did earlier, and that's all ready to go. It screws in here into the bowl. And that goes on, and it's ready to go. And this is a charged bowl. The cable, that's the spare coil. The cable goes in here, and that other end goes in the USB. Again, you can smoke it hands-free, which is rather nice. You've got to have quite strong teeth. I don't know if it would work with dentures. Hopefully I'll never know, but who knows. That's that. So this is the Ayrshire E Pipe half ohm coil sub ohm vaping, making a 50 watt, so quite powerful. Rather nice. A little more tricky than maybe you're used to, in that these tanks do need a fair amount of attention, basically, to keeping the washers in place. There are 4 spare washers in every box. There's a spare glass in case it breaks, which is not common. It is strong glass, but it's there in case. These top and bottom bits, the rest of the tank, will never need replacing because they're brass. So the only thing that will never really need replacing are these, which we sell separately, but we'll probably include in a kit later. I don't know if there's anything else to say about this. That's, again, the Ayrshire 50 watt sub ohm E Pipe. As far as I know, it's the only pipe that has the look and feel of a traditional pipe, and also sub ohm vaping. And I've been vaping these, testing them for about 2 months, and it seems to be very reliable and rather nice. Thank you.